Star Wars The Rise of Skywalker and its teaser trailer debuted just a couple of days ago over at Star Wars Celebration Chicago, and it left a lot of people wondering as to exactly how is J.J. Abrams going to utilize the characters of Kylo Ren and Rey in this story and their interactions between each other on the big screen. This is Mike Zero. If you guys are new to the channel, do make sure to subscribe to see future Star Wars content. Now, one thing about this movie that really has me personally excited is exactly what Kylo Ren is going to do by the very end of this movie, and what is Kylo Ren's endgame in Star Wars Episode 9. Now, we do know that J.J. Abrams plans to make Kylo Ren a whole lot more evil than ever before in the sequel trilogy, which is another aspect of that character to look forward to. Now, these past couple of weeks ago, we've been learning a whole lot more about this film when it all comes down to one of the concept art descriptions. This is where things begin to get very exciting for the characters of Kylo Ren, the Knights of Ren, and even Darth Vader for one of the opening scenes in the actual first act of the movie. Specifically, a description of the Knights of Ren on board of Kylo Ren's new shuttle. While Kylo is piloting the ship, it's said that eventually Kylo puts the ship in autopilot mode, where he talks to the Knights of Ren of what they are about to reveal to him. It's said that the lead Knight of Ren, who appears to have a hood over his head, reveals to Kylo that during their return from the Beyond, that they discovered a vault that once belonged to Darth Vader, Kylo Ren's grandfather. It's said that the lead Knight of Ren reveals a metallic box to Kylo Ren, where Kylo is said to open it that contains a big secret by Darth Vader, revealing the helmet of an ancient Sith Lord, Lord Momin. It's said that this is JJ's way of not only connecting Episode 9 to the prequels and originals, but also to the comics that are currently canon. It's said that the helmet holds a connection to the Beyond, and is part of course, the puzzles, the pieces to the puzzle of course, the Beyond in Star Wars Episode 9, and parts of learning more about the Beyond will involve other pieces of Lord Momin's helmet. So, what's really intriguing to me about all of this is that we do know that J.J. Abrams plans to introduce all these different aspects of not just the originals and the prequels, but also, of course, the comics. Now, what's great about the comics, guys, in case you guys have not been reading them, is that we do learn that eventually Darth Vader enters the spiritual realm, all thanks to Lord Momin's helmet. In fact, it was Lord Momin's helmet, in case you guys did not know, that designed the fortress, the castle of Darth Vader on Mustafar. So that's one big fact that I think everybody needs to know, is that Lord Momin's helmet was an artifact, an ancient artifact from an ancient Sith Lord that actually crafted the design structure of course, Darth Vader's, actual, of course, the castle on Mustafar. So what's really intriguing about this is I'm starting to wonder exactly how the Knights of Ren came across Lord Momin's helmet. Now, the helmet is actually described to be damaged and scratched up and dinged up, so it makes one wonder exactly what happened to the helmet in between the events of course, let's say, well before the events of the original trilogy, which is where Lord Momin actually made his first appearance to Darth Vader and technically came back from the dead. And also in Episode 9. In between those events, a lot of things really have happened around the galaxy. So the biggest question for sure is exactly where did the Knights of Ren find Darth Vader's vault that contained, Lord Momin's helmet? Now, not only does the Emperor have vaults on the planet Pilio and other planets out there, as we have learned in Battlefront 2's campaign, sequence in the movie, or a backdrop, if you will, that is going to be very crucial to the plot of this movie. So, what is the Beyond, and what is the significance of Lord Momin's helmet in this film? It really does make one wonder. Is this going to be a simple Easter egg, or is the helmet really going to play a major role in the movie? Now, we do know that J.J. Abrams said not too long ago that already, during post-production and in editing, they are already up to the 90-minute mark. And usually with a movie, they don't end, post-production for a Star Wars film until give or take 3 months before release. So, they are already up to 90 minutes. That means that, of course, as time flies by, the time is going to keep adding on to this movie, where it's going to eventually be 100 minutes, 110, 20 minutes, 150 minutes, you name it. So this movie has the potential of being 3 hours long in length, kind of similar to what Avengers Endgame is going to be. So, with that being said, Lord Momin's helmet, this big connection to the comics, I think is brilliant, of Darth Vader's big secret being unveiled in Star Wars Episode 9 and discovered by the Knights of Ren, and the Knights of Ren pretty much, you know, showing Kylo Ren this big secret by Darth Vader, his own grandfather, and what he kept away inside of a vault on a hidden world at some point in time in between the events of the sequels and the originals. So what do you guys think about what's really going on here between Lord Momin's helmet and, of course, the Beyond? Does this mean that there's going to be some kind of resurrection story? Could this have something to do with Emperor Palpatine himself? You know, a lot of people have been wondering exactly if Palpatine comes back to life, how would this really be done? And, well, the Mask of Lord Momin could very well be a key to all of this. Anyways, guys, drop a comment below. Let me know what you think about all of this in the comments. And if you guys did enjoy the content for today, do make sure to drop a thumbs up on this video to support the channel. I thank you all so very much for the kind support, and I'll catch you guys next time.
From night to moon, we hear them moans again. No.